but this is a toilet supply line. You'll get a sink coming up, and I'm going to show you how I hook this all up into the main water line. Here's the hot one. I'm going to set it aside for right now. Already done. Face that, shut off inside, and tack this here. Now I'm going to show you how we cut into this line right here. But this is how you get in there, or whatever, and it'll be the same exact shut off and the same exact. So what I'm going to be doing here is I'm going to be showing you how to hook up a kitchen sink, how to run cold water from outside, and how to hook up hot water from outside, which I don't actually have a hot water line coming out of the hot water heater yet, but I'm still going to show you how to hook this up. It's the same way. Once there is a hot water line coming out of the hot water heater, it's going to have a little short stub out here, and then I'm going to run hot water lines off of it. That's the same way I'm going to be doing with this cold water. So I've put a shut off on the end of this already inside my sink. This is my sink. The kitchen side is on the other side. I'm on the bathroom side, reaching through, looking in so that you can see this better. This comes up through the floor. It's going to right now. It's just loose. Okay, it's not connected to anything. I've just got it pre-measured so that I can save some time. Okay, so on the end of this, I've crimped it inside the sink side. This will face like that. This little nut on the end, don't worry about that. That will come off and it's trash. And you'll hook a supply line like one of these, but this is a toilet supply line. You'll get a sink supply line and hook one of these, like this one's for the toilet. And you can see how I hooked this toilet up in my other video. But there it is right there, the cold side coming up. And I'm going to show you how I hook this all up into the main water line, which is right here. And it goes in underneath the ground and out the house right there. And it goes into the hot water heater right here. And everything comes off of that main water line down to a 1/2 inch right here. And you're going to use this reducer to get it from that 3/4 inch to the 1/2 inch. Right there, to get it from this big line down to the little lines. So let's get this hooked up.
If this is helpful already, go ahead and like my video.
Okay, so here's the hot one. I'm going to set it aside for right now. And you're going to need a pair of cutters and a pair of crimpers, just like these. Okay, so I'm going to take this apart and show you what I did. So here's the side that goes inside the sink, and then this is from the length that I want underneath the house coming up through the floor. And I've crimped this on, and it's real easy. It looks like this, and it has a little crimp side on this, and literally all you do is you take this crimp shut off and you stick it in the end of this pipe once you cut it to the length that you want, just like a normal fitting. It's 4 pecks. It's real simple, and you just buy it at Lowe's or your Lock Supply, or whatever. And same with all these fittings, they just snap right in there. And this is just a 90, 1/2 inch 90, and that sticks in there. And this is a 1/2 inch shut off. It goes inside the 1/2 inch. Real simple. And a 1/2 inch crimp ring, and you use that tool to crimp it. Great, and take your time to get it right, because you don't want to take it apart because it's not very easy. Okay, now that that's crimped, I'm going to take this other piece right here off. And I'm going to go ahead and stick this on there. And then press it in. Once that's pressed in, take your time, get it on there, squeeze tight. Okay, now that's connected in. Let's take a look at it and see how we did. Okay, so that's going to be nailed right here, stapled on, and I'm going to show you how I do that. I'm not going to be able to hammer it right now, but it looks like this. My hammer's out in the shop. And what you do is this will go on here, and you put this on the pipe, and you just pop, pop, hammer it right in there, and it'll be perfect, okay? So now that this is going up through the floor, we can connect the shutoff right here, which we've already done, face that shutoff inside the kitchen cabinet, and then you can take the supply line and screw it on here and connect it to your sink. And tack this here. Now I'm going to show you how we cut into this line right here. And what I do, I am going to cut it right here and kind of turn it like this when you're cutting so that it doesn't, you know, mess up anything. And I'm going to take a 3/4 inch T like this one, stick it on there, get you a couple of these, one on there, one on here. Stick this back together like that. Get them where you want it. Straighten them out. Let's get this where we're going to have it. And it's going to connect like that with this fitting. Okay. And this will go in here. Put your ring on there first, and then stick this on there like that. And we need a short piece of pipe. Just a short piece, maybe like that. Okay, same thing though, cut it gently. Don't get in a rush doing this stuff. Okay, so now that's cut, and I'm gonna put this on this end. Get you 2 rings, one on there first, all the way to right there, and another one right here, and then stick this piece in there with that fitting, that reducer. Now tighten all these, all 3 of them. 1, 2, 3. Okay, now we're connected from the 3-inch here and up to the sink. And then all you would do, and I'm not ready quite yet, and I'm going to make a new video on how to do that, but this is how you would get the rough end done and get the shutoff on there from the main line coming in underneath the house. It looks like this. And I've got all my crimp rings nice and straight. The main line is white coming from the meter. And then I've got blue and red pipe. Blue here for the sink. The red here would come out. It's going to come down the floor right here. And I'll put a 90 just like this one. And I'll 90 it over and cap it. And all I'm going to do is throw a few T's in there. Or, you know, whatever. You're going to branch off of that. You know, I maybe do like a 2-foot strip. And I'll put some T's in just like this to run. Like one's for the toilet. Right there is my toilet. And then the other one is for my sink right here. And there'll be another one red coming down, and I'll do the same thing. I'll tee off of it just like this. We'll tee off and we'll be red, and it'll come up through that hole right there, and it'll look just like this one. And it'll be the same exact shutoff and the same exact everything, except for it'll be this red color. So if this was helpful, go ahead and like and subscribe.